the Minister for Multiculturalism and Minister for Disability Services in New South Wales, Ray Williams. I saw him earlier. Welcome, Ray. Thank you, Fiji, please. Josaia Voreqe Bainimarama.
Your investment tonight will thank you, Bula, and thank you, Bula Vinaka.
Very special introduction for it. Zara Khan, thank you.
To the President of the Fiji Day Organizing Committee, Mr. Alan Gok, the India President of Australia-India Business Council, Ms. Barbara Ward, Fiji's High Commissioner to Australia, Mr. Luke Ndoniwalu, our Consul General and Trade Commissioner here in Sydney, Mr. Zarak Khan, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, the Minister for Innovation and Better Regulation, Mr. Matthew Keane, Minister for Multiculturalism and Disability Services, Mr. Ray Williams, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Senator Concetta Freventy Wells, and a good friend of ours from home, the Australian High Commissioner in Fiji, Mr. John Fix and his wife, John Bula. Nisam Bula Vinaka, and a very good evening to one and all. As I stand before hundreds of Fijians and friends of Fiji, all gathered together for a cause and dressed to the nines, I see the most fortunate amongst us, men and women from around the world, a range of high-level diplomats and dignitaries, successful business people, driven philanthropists, and warm-hearted friends from near and far, from the Pacific to as far away as the Middle East, Europe, Asia, and South America. While we may be a diverse crowd, and as I said, a fortunate one, we are united in kindred spirit here tonight to champion those who have not been cast the same lot in life. We gather together to pour out our hearts and open our pockets to the young children in Fiji who show great strength and courage in a battle harder than any we have ever fought. The fight against the tragic and heartbreaking disease that is childhood cancer. I thank every person in this room for your generosity tonight, from the individual ticket holders to the business sponsors, to the donors of funds and prizes, to those of you kind enough to dig even deeper by participating in our auctions and raffles. Most of all, I'd like to give special recognition to the organizers of this event and the cause where all of the money raised will benefit. Walk On, Walk Strong, or for short, WOWS Kids Fiji. WOWS Kids Fiji is a charity that I'm extremely passionate about. It holds a very special place in both my heart and that of my wife, Mary. Both of us have had the pleasure of keynoting these fundraisers in the past, and you know it's an important cause when my wife Mary, who usually shies from the spotlight, chooses to speak. That's why both Mary and I show such gratitude for all of you in this room here tonight. The charity is inspired by the memory of a little girl, Tai Kami, who called both Fiji and Tonga her home and tragically lost her battle with cancer at the young age of 15. A beautiful and creative mind, Tai had written a song called Walk On, Walk Strong, with touching lyrics that spoke of a difficult journey eased by her faith in God. Always of the giving spirit, her dying wish was to set up an organization to help little boys and girls like her in the Pacific in their own fights against childhood cancer. The rest is history. And I'm proud to say that as it enters into its 10th year of helping children, WOWS and the memory of our beloved Tai is stronger than ever. The organization reaches far beyond the standard cost burden of medical care. It covers the many unseen expenses throughout all the stages of treatment and recovery, from a family's travel and expenses to treatment, to psychological and spiritual counseling and rehabilitation. WOWS even goes as far as to provide daily food packs and laundry services during treatment, allowing parents to focus wholly on their children in times where every ounce of time and energy is precious. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here today as an occasion of dual celebrations. A celebration of life, the young Fijian lives that we are able to support and extend with a holistic approach to treatment, and a celebration of Fiji Day, our day of national recognition for Fiji's independence. These celebrations come together in a beautiful way, as we have witnessed our country entering into a new era of political stability and economic prosperity that is enriching the lives of Fijians for generations to come. We are a proud and independent nation, and while it certainly hasn't been the smoothest of paths to get where we are today, it's becoming clearer than ever that we have made it through the turbulence to become a new Fiji, a strong Fiji, and a Fiji that will permanently pave the way to a brighter tomorrow. Thank you. As Prime Minister, my agenda has been driven by one much like that of WOWS, an agenda of hope, an agenda that is constantly looking to the horizon. Our focus on the future, our foresight for the sake of our children has been the key ingredient in Fiji's economic success that has been unleashed over the course of the past decade. From climate change to unprecedented access to education to an unrelenting investment in infrastructure development, the causes that my government has championed have all shared this common theme. We are working not for ourselves, but for our children and our grandchildren. And we are already yielding the fruits of these strategic investments. Ladies and gentlemen, in your excellencies, the Fiji of today is one unlike any that the world has ever seen. Many of you in this room, people of great power, of wealth and influence, have the opportunity to take another look at the new Fiji as a friend worth having. Fiji has transformed from the once struggling economy to the regional economic hub of the Pacific, with old industries thriving and new ones taking root. This unqualified success has allowed my government to put more and more money back into our people. And with each passing year, we in Fiji are seeing the benefits unlike ever before. We are erecting and upgrading medical facilities and schools by building new roads, jetties and bridges, and by fostering modern IT development, telecommunications and other new age industries. We are bringing Fiji into the fold of a developed and dynamic 21st century economy. Indeed, by uplifting the Fijian economy, we are uplifting Fijian families and uplifting all of Fiji. Ladies and gentlemen, your excellencies, pouring out your pockets tonight is the only way you can help the children of Fiji. By taking a look at Fiji as an investment opportunity, you are not just helping yourselves by taking advantage of our current trajectory, our decade-long streak of unbroken success, you are helping raise the quality of life of the many ordinary Fijian families who proudly call our nation home. You are helping the future of our children by creating new opportunities and by continuing to fuel an economy that is so resolute in reinvesting in the health and well-being of our people. And you are helping cement the unquestionable achievements achieved in recent years into a sustainable and steadfast future in the years ahead. Again, on behalf of WOWS and every Fijian, I extend a heartful vinakabakaleo to each one of you here tonight, and to each business and country represented for your attendance, for your generosity, and for your shared vision for the future of Fiji. Please enjoy the rest of your evening. Vinakabakaleo, God bless you all.
I think we're quite honored and we're quite privileged to have a